Long ago, in a large monastery in China, about 500 monks practiced the path of self-realization under their master. They were all practicing the path of self-realization under their master. One day, a man arrived at the monastery, seeking to become a disciple. He approached the Zen master and said, "Sir, I want to know myself. I want to know the truth." The Zen master looked at him and said, "If you want to know the truth, then you will have to dedicate your entire life to it. It may take your whole life, and there is no guarantee that you will find the truth even in this lifetime. Are you ready for that?" The disciple replied, "Sir, I have come here with no intention of turning back. I am ready." The master then instructed, "If that is so, then do one thing. There are 500 monks in this monastery. You will take care of their rice pounding. Just keep beating rice from morning till evening. When you get tired, go to sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, start pounding rice again. Don't do anything else. Don't think about anything else. Just follow this path. Also, don't come to me again. I will come to you when needed." The young man started pounding rice as per the master's instructions. The 500 monks needed food regularly, so he would get up early in the morning and start pounding rice until night. When he was tired, he would fall asleep in the same room where he pounded rice. He spoke to no one, and no one approached him. For months, as he pounded the rice, thoughts constantly filled his mind. But over time, as these thoughts received no new input, they began to fade on their own. Slowly, his thoughts started to subside. After a few years, he even forgot his own name. He remained silent and continued pounding rice in a thoughtless state. He neither meditated nor read any scripture. The chief disciples of the monastery considered him a fool, much inferior to them. 12 years passed in this manner. After 12 years, one day, the Zen master announced, "My last days are approaching, and I need to choose a successor who will lead this monastery after me. Therefore, any of my disciples who have become self-realized should come and write a few lines near my door at night, lines that encapsulate their experience." Many disciples thought of doing so. One of the chief disciples, who was very knowledgeable about Buddhist scripture, wrote, "The mind is like a mirror on which the dust of thoughts and desires accumulates. Sweeping away this dust is meditation. When the dust is cleared and the mirror of the mind becomes clear, salvation is attained." When the master woke up in the morning and saw these lines, he became very angry and said, "Which idiot has written this garbage on my wall?" The chief disciple remained silent. Although the lines were full of wisdom, they were merely bookish knowledge. The chief disciple was very clever. He had written the lines, but did not sign them because he himself was unsure whether they were correct, as he was not self-realized. The master completely rejected the lines. Everyone in the monastery was surprised by this reaction. This incident became a topic of discussion among the monks. Two disciples, while talking about it, passed by the rice pounder who had been there for 12 years, day and night. He smiled gently after hearing their discussion. Surprised, the disciples asked him, "Why are you laughing?" They considered him an insignificant monk. He responded, "I laughed because the master is right. These lines are garbage. They have no value." Shocked, the disciples asked, "Can you write better lines?" The rice pounder said, "I can't write because I am illiterate, but I can speak a few lines. If you write them down, I will go with you." They agreed. Near the master's room, the rice pounder recited, "The mind is just an illusion. There is neither mind nor a mirror of the mind. When the mind does not exist, where will the dust settle? He who knows this has known the truth." The other disciple wrote these lines on the wall and signed rice pounder below them. They expected a similar reaction from the master. However, when the master saw these lines, he got up in the middle of the night and went to the rice pounder while he was asleep. He woke him up and said, "Take this stick and my robe. From today you are my successor. But leave this monastery immediately and go far away. Many scholars here consider themselves superior to you and may harm you because they cannot tolerate that a simple rice pounder has become enlightened while they have not. You have attained everything I have, and you achieved it through pounding rice. Wherever you go, people will come to you because when a flower blooms, its fragrance spreads everywhere." The rice pounder touched the feet of his master and left the monastery that night. In our lives, many people think that meditation can only be done by sitting still with closed eyes. But in reality, meditation can also be practiced while walking or working. True meditation means being so engrossed in whatever you are doing that you lose awareness of your body. Like the rice pounder who became so absorbed in pounding rice that he lost all sense of himself and eventually attained self-realization. Zen teaches us to be present in the moment and not think about anything else. The mind exists as long as there are thoughts. When there are no thoughts, the mind vanishes, leaving only the pure self. We don't need to perform any other spiritual practices to know our true nature. We just need to become completely absorbed in whatever we are doing, allowing our work to become our meditation. Thank you for watching Progress Mastery. I will see you in the next one.